What if I told you the Golden Knights had the Panthers kryptonite by a guy who hasn't played at all? Let me tell you who that is while I go over game number 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals, baby. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let's do this, baby. What is the Panthers' backbone going into the Stanley Cup Finals? Sergei Bobrovsky. He let in more goals so far in the Stanley Cup Finals than he did the entire Eastern Conference Finals against the Carolina Hurricanes. And let me tell you why. Another dominant game by the Vegas Golden Knights, 7-2 victory, and they are rolling in Vegas, and now they have to go on the road to Florida to see if they can steal at least one of these games and win Lord Stanley. But let me see why and see what is happening. Knights are playing a very physical, fast-paced game, and the Panthers really can't get to their game. Yes, they have some good streaks, but it is nothing coming from it. The Knights are blocking all the shots, they're clogging the zone. Knights are playing very, very well. Panthers did look really good on the power play, but good saves from Mr. Adin Hill to keep the game alive for the Golden Knights and keep their big lead that they did make themselves. But Knights, they're playing very fast forecheck, very physical forecheck. Their D-men are playing big, and they're just, honestly, they're outplaying the Panthers. I don't know if this is a 10-day break. Is this what happened? Is this a big problem for the Panthers? And I don't know. The Knights might have been a very good thing that they lost both of those games to the Stars so they can get that game and keep hot for the Stanley Cup Finals. But obviously 2-0 lead for the Knights, but that doesn't mean anything. Anything could happen. The Rangers series against the Devils, they smacked the Devils first 2 games and came back and lost 3 straight and ended up losing game 7. Anything could happen in the Stanley Cup Finals here, but Knights are looking pretty damn good. And Adin Hill, little shaky in the third, nothing much he could do, but who cares? The game was already iced and over. That big hit on Eichel, by the way, guys, was completely clean. If you wanted my opinion, completely clean. That's Kachuk. That's how he plays his game, man. He plays that game. He can lay those big hits like you just saw, and he could score the puck like he did as well. So big play by Kachuk there. I'm glad Eichel was okay, because that neck injury earlier in the year is very, very scary, and obviously very good that he's okay and got an apple right after that. Got an assist right away after that. So big win by the Golden Knights. But let me tell you why. Why are you all here? What is the Panthers' kryptonite? Phil Kessel, guys. He has not played since the first round. He's only played 4 games this entire playoffs. And if the Knights do win, he will be a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. But why him? Why is he the kryptonite of the Panthers? Well, the main reason the Panthers are here is because of Sergei Bobrovsky. And who dominates Sergei Bobrovsky every chance he gets? Phil the Thrill Kessel. 2016-17 playoffs. Phil was on Pittsburgh. Bobrovsky was on the Blue Jackets. And what happened? They played 5-game. Penguins won 4-1 series. Kessel had 8 points in 5 games against Sergei Bobrovsky and the Blue Jackets. And I think that is why the Knights are winning, man. I think Kessel is in Bobrovsky's head somehow. Somehow he's in the press box just throwing hot dogs at him, pregame, something like that. But Phil Kessel's in his head, and he's not himself anymore. He's not himself anymore. Every time he plays Phil Kessel, he's not himself anymore. He's not the Vezina winning self, the Conn Smythe almost might win Conn Smythe winning self with Phil Kessel. Not even in the lineup. He's just on the team. He's just on the roster. He sees Phil Kessel on the roster, and he gets the shakes, man. He gets the shakes. Obviously, all jokes aside, but hey, that might be the case, man, because it happened in Pittsburgh and it's happening now in Vegas. We'll see if that's the real reason, but we'll see if Bobrovsky can bounce back, because he's been really, really bad, guys. What is that? 8 goals in the first 2 and 5 periods on him. That's not good at all for Bobrovsky and the Panthers. He's got to step up. You got to win both games in Sunrise, Florida. If you lose one, I mean, you were down 3-1 against Boston, best team in hockey, so maybe you can do it again. The series is far from over, guys. I know the Knights are up 2-0 pretty dominantly too, if you look at the scoreline here, but the series is not over. I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if the Panthers do win this. Obviously, I hope not, but I would not be surprised. But that is why I do think Bobrovsky's playing bad. It's Phil the Thrill, man. He's trying to get his 3rd cup, trying to eat some hot dogs out of the Stanley Cup again in Vegas this time. And boys, he's laughing in Sergei Bobrovsky's face. But big game number 3. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That was just a quick little recap, and I'll tell you why the Knights are winning. And it's because Phil Kessel, man. It's because Phil. It's because Phil. So thank you so much for watching. Much love. Once again, guys, be great, and I'll see you guys later.